Shalom everyone. This Shabbat we will read Parashat Metzorah, and that means really about the person who has this leprosy, even though I really don't like to use that word so much, but really this spiritual disease that has some physical reflection on the skin. And we read a little bit about it last week, and this week we really talk about the process of purification and the process of going back into society. And today I would like to discuss with you a very interesting verse at the beginning of the Parsha. The Torah states that after the nega, this blemish, this disease disappeared from the skin, the Metzorah, the person who had it, cannot just go into the camp and start being with everyone, but rather vehuva el hakohen, and he needs to be brought to the Kohen, to the priest. Our rabbis had an interesting dispute regarding what exactly is the meaning of this verse. According to some, we in a way force the Metzorah, the person who had that disease, to come and to be seen by a Kohen, where the other opinion says that no, we bring the Kohen to him. But before we go into a little bit of a discussion regarding this dispute, there's something very interesting that we need to ask ourselves. If you go to a doctor and you have a virus and the doctor tells you to take whatever medication, and after 3 days you'll be okay, if you take it for 3 days and you feel good, you don't go back to the doctor to tell him I'm okay. You feel you are okay and you are back to normal. Why don't we have the same thing with this Metzorah, with this person who had that leprosy? We should say that the minute his skin is flat and it's okay, he should go back to the camp. Why does he need the Kohen to go and look and say, you know what, you are fine, you can go? He can do it by himself. Why do we need to bother the Kohen? I would like to suggest the following thought based on Maimonides, or on Nachmanides. Part of the process of the Metzorah is the experience of loneliness. According to our tradition, the Metzorah was punished with tzarat, with his leprosy, as a result of him speaking evil tongue, lashon hara, and gossiping on others, which basically he transgressed a societal code of behavior. You don't talk about others, you don't put down others, you don't talk badly on others. And when you do that, you lose your position, you lose your place in society, and you are being pushed away. Badad yeshev michutz lamachane moshavo. He should sit by himself, out of the camp, so he can realize what he did, appreciate what he had, and have longing to what can be. However, sometimes when you push someone, it affects him or her in a way that maybe we did not predict. It can cause depression, can cause disappointment and sadness. And after a week sitting by himself or by herself, maybe there is some kind of a feeling that, you know what? I don't want to have anything to do again with society because of many reasons. Many psychological reasons. Perhaps I'm just not worthy enough, or perhaps, I don't know how I'm going to handle society, or perhaps, the society probably looks at me in such a terrible way and I will never find my place. Or perhaps I don't need them. I would prefer to sit by myself. All these psychological effects are not something that we encourage or we want. We want to send a message to the Metzorah that we will not tolerate such a behavior. You cannot speak lashon hara on others. You cannot gossip on others. Therefore, you're going to be penalized. But after you got the message, we want you back. And we want to help you to be an integral part of society. And not only that, you can influence others to do the right things. So what do we do? And this is the wisdom, the psychological wisdom of the Torah and our sages. We say to you, look, the fact that the blemish is not here, that the skin disease is not there, it's a process. It's a progress in the process, but you need to wait for the Kohen. The society is going to send their agent, their holy agent, to look at you, to talk to you, to converse with you, to understand that you really understood the process, and then bring you back into society. Very similar to end of Shiva, that the rabbi comes at the end of the Shiva and get you up from Shiva, talk to you, talk about the experiences that you have, and then bring you back into society. We don't believe in, okay, it's gone, so I'm back. There is a process. This is something that I think we as people need to internalize. We know many people who are under distress. May it be a societal distress, may it be a financial distress, may it be a religious distress, whatever distress people experience. If we want to help, we should sometimes, it's like a twofold process. On one hand, sometimes give them the time to internalize what they need to internalize, to think what they need to think. At the same time, look after them. And when, in a way, the stress is somewhat fading away, go and reach out to them. Extend the hand and bring them slowly and surely into society. It's an art that requires a lot of wisdom. But we need to understand that we can't allow someone just to disappear and fade away. We need to reach out to them and bring them closer to society, closer to us, closer to Hashem, closer to happiness. Thank you.